The Touch Africa Ride4Change Adventure Challenge, a registered corporate fundraising event, took place in the idyllic Transkei from the 4th to the 12th of May. This charity ride will change the lives of some of the most underprivileged children in South Africa. The journey starts as we cross the mighty Kai River, heading north up the Wild Coast, with our turnaround point being Coffee Bay and the final destination, Seagulls Hotel, some 8 days later. The branded Honda CRF 230, a motorcycle as tough as nails, was our weapon of choice for Ride4Change.
We've had an epic 5 days travelling all the way up from Carmouth, visiting creches along the way, visiting schools, and really putting the guys through their paces.
It's been a mixture of both UK and South African riders. The team spirit has been brilliant. Everybody's built and worked together.
These last couple of days has taken me completely out of my comfort zone, but knowing that it's such a wonderful cause and such a great event to be a part of is really something special.
With everyone saddled up and ready to go, it was time to get down and dirty for the ride to Coffee Bay. Yet another beautiful haven, Mpuzi Point. The day was nearly over. The riders made their way to Coffee Bay and the Hole in the Wall for a restful afternoon and overnight stay. The next morning was a wet one. And wet and slippery means great fun in the Wild Coast on a bike. Shortly after leaving the hotel, and one of the most iconic views on the Wild Coast, maybe even the world, the Hole in the Wall. An early morning challenge. The Nzulweni River made a lot more challenging by the overnight rain.
So tougher in the wet, but it's a good challenge nonetheless.
Something nasty. The way they are waiting at the moment and preparing something, but we've got to put on our goggles, so obviously we're going to have some high speed going up that mountain.
Kabarana Pass played havoc as bikes and bodies were thrown up the rock ledge.
I've called my bike, called it gun now. It's point and shoot. That's about it.
After all that fun, it was time for a breather at Sekrini Point. What a view, again.
It's just a beautiful place to be. It's fantastic to turn around everywhere you look. It's just beautiful.
A great way to end off the day. The next day would be the last, to finish at Seagulls Beach Hotel. The final day was picture perfect, but it was time for a touch of business, helping the children.
We've come to the end of an epic journey of a Ride4Change, our first ever charity initiative, and along the way we select worthwhile projects. This one over here behind me is a project that we got involved with 2 years ago in Enduro Africa. It's a small creche run by Christina on my left and Selena on my right over here, who are desperately just in need of help and to build a new facility.
We're here today We've seen a fabulous project that all of our supporters in the UK are really going to support and endorse, because these children really do need people's help.
This is the only creche that most probably supplies 2,000–3,000 people with any form of creche infrastructure, and we're going to change that. We found a new home next to the Welcome store, which is about 1 kilometre from here. We've invested some money, and with that we're going to purchase a new creche within the next 3 or 4 months.
The motorcycle community in the United Kingdom is very giving and very grateful that they come here and they go home different people. You discover a lot about yourself on these trips. And experience what is a beautiful, beautiful part of the world.
The band of brothers departed Mazeppa Bay on their last ride of the trip. The open grassy plains soon made way for a muddy forest section, which then turned into a gnarly rocky uphill. Another river. Even the simple crossings were a nightmare in these conditions. The boulders was up ahead, and this was going to be a real challenge. With a bit of help, the last of the stragglers conquered the boulders.
That was the hardest thing I've ever pulled it up all week. I've got nothing left. If you could have seen that. I'm alive! There was no line, it was just go.
After 8 grueling days in the saddle, the Ride4Change 2013 came to an end at the Seagulls Beach Hotel.
Oh yeah! Brilliant!
Matt, Alum Instructors, Ride4Change. See you next year.